Welcome back to Car Craze, where we dive deep into the most exciting cars shaping the future. Today, we're driving into nostalgia with a modern twist at the return of a legend, the 2026 Volkswagen Beetle. Yes, it's back, and this time, it's electric. Volkswagen is resurrecting one of its most iconic nameplates, not just as a tribute to its rich past, but as a bold step into the F-world. So buckle up, hey, we're going all in on what the new Beetle brings to the table. Let's start with what makes this 2026 version so intriguing. First off, it's no longer just a cute car. This is a fully electric hatchback built on VW's modular MEB platform, the same one that underpins the ID.3, ID.4, and the Buzz. It blends retro aesthetics with futuristic tech, keeping the spirit of the original alive while adapting to today's expectations. Think of it as a rolling tribute to simplicity, but engineered with German precision and 21st century sustainability. From the outside, the 2026 Beetle keeps the classic silhouette that made it instantly recognizable for decades. You've got the rounded fenders, the domed roofline, and those friendly curves that scream Beetle, but everything's sharper, more sculpted, and clearly designed for aerodynamics. The LED light signatures, front and back, are minimal yet expressive, and there's even a light bar across the front grille, a subtle nod to the ID family. Volkswagen knows they're not just selling a car here, they're reintroducing a cultural icon. And they've done it with care. The wheels are pushed out to the corners, giving it a solid stance and better road presence than any Beetle before. Even in photos, it's clear this isn't just a nostalgia trip. The 2026 Beetle has grown up. It's no longer a quirky alternative, it's a serious contender in the compact F segment. Step inside, and things get even more interesting. The cabin is airy and futuristic without feeling cold or sterile. There's a minimalist dash with a floating touchscreen interface, either 12 or 15 inches depending on the trim, and a small digital cockpit behind the wheel. But look closer and you'll notice retro-inspired details, circular air vents, soft pastel interior options, and even an optional body-colored dash panel that echoes the old metal dashboards of the classic Beetles. It's modern, but warm, clean, but full of character. Volkswagen has clearly paid attention to ergonomics and materials too. Everything feels solid, with recycled fabrics and soft-touch plastics making up the majority of the cabin. There's decent rear legroom thanks to the flat MEB platform, and a surprising amount of cargo space with the seats folded down. It's still a compact hatchback, sure, but it's no longer cramped and compromised like older generations. Daily usability? Check. Let's talk powertrain. The 2026 Beetle will come in both single and dual motor setups. The base version features a 58 kWh battery, producing around 201 horsepower and delivering roughly 250 to 270 miles of range. That's more than enough for urban and suburban commuters. If you opt for the dual-motor AWD version, you're looking at a bump to around 295 horsepower and a 0-60 time in the 5.5 second range. That's seriously quick for a Beetle. There's also talk of a performance-focused GSR trim in the pipeline, a nod to the 1970s Gelbschwarzer Rennerei with more aggressive styling, lower suspension, and potentially over 320 horsepower. Whether that comes out in 2027 or later remains to be seen, but the idea alone is enough to get enthusiasts buzzing. Charging is quick and convenient. The 58 kWh battery supports up to 125 kilowatts DC fast charging, giving you about 80% in just over 30 minutes. The larger 77 kWh option available on higher trims supports 170 kilowatts charging speeds, meaning you can gain 200 miles of range in under 20 minutes. That kind of practicality makes it more than just a style statement, it's a solid daily F. In terms of handling, it's composed and nimble. The low center of gravity from the underfloor battery helps reduce body roll, and while it's not exactly a hot hatch, The steering is responsive and predictable. Volkswagen has dialed in a ride that's comfortable enough for everyday driving, but tight enough to be fun on twisty roads. It feels planted, confident, and light on its feet. Everything you'd want from a modern Beetle. Tech-wise, the Beetle isn't cutting corners. You get VW's latest infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, voice control, and over-the-air update support. There's also an optional augmented reality head-up display, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and a 360-degree camera system. Safety ratings are expected to be top-tier, continuing Volkswagen's push for comprehensive driver assist features. Now, let's talk pricing, because that's going to be a big factor. The base single-motor version is expected to start around $32,000, positioning it competitively against the likes of the Chevy Equinox F, Hyundai Kona Electric, and even the Tesla Model 3. Higher trims with larger batteries and all-wheel drive could reach closer to $42,000, especially when optioned with premium features. But factor in federal tax credits and local incentives, and the value proposition becomes very attractive. Who is this Beetle for? Well, it's not just for nostalgic boomers or vintage VW lovers anymore. This time around, it's aimed at a new generation of F buyers who want something unique, approachable, and emotionally engaging. It's fun without being frivolous, practical without being boring, and yes, still irresistibly cute. But don't mistake its friendly face for weakness. The 2026 Beetle is a serious product with serious engineering behind it. Volkswagen didn't just slap an electric motor into an old design. They started fresh, used their most advanced EFA platform, and gave it a personality that stands apart from the increasingly uniform world of electric cars. One thing that stands out is how much personality this car has. So many Fs today are minimalist, grayscale, and almost cold. The Beetle breaks that mold with color, curves, and charm. It's the kind of car that makes people smile when they see it. It's approachable in a way that Teslas and Polestars just aren't. And in a market full of aggressive crossovers and tech-heavy sedans, the Beetle is a breath of fresh air. So what's the verdict? The 2026 VW Beetle is a bold return for one of the most beloved nameplates in automotive history. It balances heritage with innovation in a way that feels authentic, not forced. It's electric, it's efficient, and most importantly, it's fun. Whether you're a longtime Beetle fan or just looking for a distinctive F with real personality, this one deserves a spot on your shortlist. Let us know in the comments what you think. Would you buy an electric Beetle? Do you miss the old ones? Or is this new version exactly what the future needs? And if you had to choose, would you go base single motor or dual motor all-wheel drive? If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dives into the coolest cars on the road and on the horizon, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Car Craze, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.